Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Brandon from SPS. I'm doing a quick video today with Joe just to give you an example on what it's going to be picking up the phone, doing calls. And what we're going to be calling today is we're going to be calling the Orlando, Florida market. It is Saturday, and we are actually calling this market because it is a good fit. As far as time, it is Saturday at 10 a.m. So we are going to call and touch base with some people here. So I am going to be recording. Let's see. I want you guys to see not only what I'm doing here, but what we are going to be recording here. This is our trusty property intake form right here, and we are going to get going here. All right. We are looking for Orlando, Florida, and we're just going to call and get some info on this, all right? One of the things that's great on for sale by owner, guys, is that here, come over here, all right? For sale by owner actually has the first name typically and the phone number. In this case, they don't. So I was calling on the house for sale. I can be reached at 815-790-2330. Hi, so I was actually calling on the house for sale.
Oh, sure. Hang on one moment. Hi there.
Hi, did I catch you at a good time to talk?
Yeah, this is actually a great time to talk. I'm just getting out of my car and switching the Bluetooth back to my phone. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? So did you say your first name is Joyce?
It is a question to answer.
Joyce, I am Brandon. I saw your house up for sale on for sale by owner,
Uh-huh. Great.
and I just had a couple quick questions. I saw some pretty good pictures on here. Wanted to get some info on it and find out what else you can tell me on here. Obviously, I see a couple pictures. It's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. And it looks like a pretty different house than you would typically see in Florida. Did you guys build a house or did you buy it like that?
No, we bought it like this. The house was, this is, you're right, by the way. This is very unique down here. This house is very much a show place where I live. People walk by constantly and take pictures, and it was originally in 1945. It was when it was built, and it was a one-story house, and it was completely redesigned and remodeled by local architects with the design work, and turned it into a two-story. It overlooks Lake Davis, and because of that, he kind of flipped the plan for a traditional home in Florida. So all of the kitchen and living area, all of that there, so that you can get a better view. And the master suite and the other bedrooms are downstairs.
Okay. Okay.
And we absolutely love the area. We love the house. We have one daughter, and she's leaving for college, and so we're taking the opportunity. We've already bought a condo, not 3/4 of a mile from here. So we're looking to move into just a smaller place, because it'll just be my husband and I.
Sure.
But it's a great area, great school. This is getting into this school area is actually how I ended up here. I used to drive around every weekend looking for a house from here. I own another house about 4 doors down that I have a tenant in right now.
Okay.
So I don't know. I love the area. And are you local? Where are you?
I'm actually calling from a chilly Chicagoland, actually.
God love you. It's beautiful here. I have the top down on my car. Every year.
Don't tell me that. It is a balmy, like 10 degrees here today.
Oh, no. That's awful. Well, that's okay, though. You guys have 6 summers.
We do. We have a thing called change of seasons. That is actually a change of seasons. Yours down there, I understand, is love bug season, tourist season. What are the other two?
I don't know. I've never heard that, but that's very funny. We have it's Africa hot outside, and then we have the rest of the year.
Okay. Africa hot. I like that.
Yeah, this is a really nice area. Like I said, the house is really, we fell in love with it. We lived up the street, 2 doors down at our first house, and we used to walk by this house all the time coming down to the lake, and always were like, the day of Country Dale is going to buy it. And so we did, and we've been here through my daughter's middle school and high school years.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's really nice. It's great for entertaining. Do you have a family?
So I do.
So it's the school area and the area that it's in is really great, really safe. Lots of walkers. Like, this is the place where everybody walks our lake to come walk their dogs. So in the evening, it's really full down here.
Sure.
They call us the Halloween house because we decorate every year for Halloween. Giant inflatables and all the little ones in the entire neighborhood come to have their picture taken.
Really?
And as a matter of fact, when we put the house up for sale, people were like, oh no, the Halloween house. So
Nice.
lots of pictures of little ones in front of big, oversized, silly ghosts and, spiders and things that we do. So it's a very family-friendly neighborhood.
Joyce?
Yeah.
I should be probably upfront here. I am calling on behalf of a boss that I am able to work with that is interested in buying houses down there. He actually called and asked me to call on his behalf to find out what the deal is on this interesting house. So
Okay.
I didn't want to be able to portray that I was actually going to be going down there. I do have family over in Claremont,
Okay.
which is a little bit west of you guys, I understand.
Yeah.
And but there's a guy that I work with who buys 3 to 5 houses each week, and he is trying to find some houses in the Central Florida and in the as far west as Tampa. And this one here kind of caught his eye.
Well, that's fantastic. Is he somewhere where you would like to see the house, or is there more information I can offer?
Well, that's kind of what I'm calling for. I'm calling to find out, why are you guys selling? Does the house have to have any type of repairs to it?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't had the inspection since I moved in, but in terms of standard kind of repairs, we completely kind of updated it as we've gone. We put new floors in. I just remodeled my master bath completely. I added a brick patio. The whole house was freshly painted, top to bottom, inside and out. So I'm going to say no, it doesn't, but unless something has happened that I don't know about. It's bonded. I put new windows in downstairs. So no. For us, really, our only reason to sell is because it's getting to be that time
Yeah.
and we both travel quite a bit for a living.
Yeah.
And so the thought of right now, what happens is when we're gone, I have to have somebody come in and stay with the house.
Ah.
So the
So
idea of moving to a condo feels a little safer.
so it's kind of it's like a pet almost.
Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. We love the house very, very much. um, and it's a beautiful home. Like I said, for entertaining, the entire upstairs is an entertaining dream. But we're also being realistic about what happens when our daughter's gone and we're both gone for 6 weeks at a time.
Sure.
You know, then what happens to my house? Do I have it locked up? Do I have my mom come stay here?
Sure.
It's a long time to leave the house.
Sure.
And we both work in the entertainment industry producing shows. So we're home and then we're gone for 6 weeks to 2 months installing the show somewhere.
Sure.
So
So you guys are like TV producers or something?
not TV, live entertainment. So we work in the leisure industry. So cruise ships, theme parks, resorts. That's where our shows go in, and they're live shows.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, it's cool. We don't do television really. I mean, we've done a few things, but I wouldn't call that our core.
Okay. I see that you guys bought it back in January of 2008.
Uh-huh.
Looks like you guys bought it for 800,000.
We did.
Do you guys own it free and clear, or do you have a mortgage on it?
We have a mortgage on it.
Okay, gotcha. Could you give me a ballpark of what that is? And the point that I am able to ask Joyce is that if he has an idea what's owed on it, he can typically give an extra two offers on it compared to just one.
I don't know what that means.
Um, Compared to giving an all cash offer, he can actually give up to three different offers to have you and your husband pick from.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I don't know the exact amount, but we owe about 665 on it.
Okay.
We owe it's around 665, give or take a couple $1,000. And and really we would love nothing more than to get 800 for it, but as you know, the market changed.
Yeah.
So we paid 800. We're the area is coming back substantially,
Hmm.
so we feel pretty confident that it's definitely worth close to what we're asking.
Well, based on the comps, I see that you are priced fair, and I'm guessing that there's probably not any direct comparables.
Sure. Sure. But that's the one thing with downtown Orlando generally,
Hmm.
that appraisers will tell you. Downtown Orlando is really odd that way in that 2 doors down we have $1 million mansion, and
Hmm.
2 doors down the other way we have a $400,000 bungalow.
Okay.
So downtown is very eclectic. This particular lake, this area that we're on, Lake Davis, has a lot of big homes on it.
Okay.
But I know that normally when people do comps, they kind of pull a certain mile radius versus a certain block radius, so to speak.
Right. And I think your price is fair. Do you guys have this listed with a broker at all?
What I have right now is my MLS broker, basically.
Yeah.
So in order to be on MLS, if you go to Realtor.com, we're listed right now. So basically, when this happens, I give him like a point. That's all.
1 point.
Yeah, I give him 1 point. If a buyer's agent comes, I give a buyer's agent 3 points.
Okay.
So I've offered a broker's agency,
Yeah.
and which obviously on for sale by owners would rather not pay it,
Right.
but and my broker gets a point to just handle all the paperwork of the deal.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm about as transparent as they come, so I'll answer any question I can, and if I don't know the answer, I'll ask my husband because he might know.
Right. What is his first name?
His name is Mike.
Mike. Okay. if we can agree on a price and we take responsibility for all future repairs, would you and Mike consider a lease purchase on the house?
We might, if we can agree on a price.
Okay.
We don't normally, that wasn't our top option, but we might consider it.
I understand that it probably isn't your top option. However, I think you can probably get a couple $1,000s more than if you took an all cash offer. Because I am in his office and I see he puts out cash offers and he's very generous with the lease purchase offers. So it's definitely something to consider. And when is a good time, do you think, we could set up a follow-up phone call to talk with both you and Mike on it? Just to discuss terms and some prices and just kind of figure out if that's a good option or not.
It'll probably be either this evening or actually a lie. It can't be this evening. Or tomorrow anytime probably. We are off right now. We have a rehearsal until 6:30 this evening. We go right into we have a business dinner that we have to attend.
I think I'm getting a phone call from Mike right now. I actually called the other phone number first.
Oh, you're getting a phone call from Mike.
Yeah.
You're returning a phone call from Mike. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm on the phone with the person whose call you're returning right now. So we are here for another half hour or so, and then if not tomorrow morning would be the best time to talk.
Okay. Well, JOYCE at
the Imagination House.
Okay. Sounds good. I am gonna send an email over to you that's just going to have an article in the paper. It is going to have some things just to have you understand all of your options, and we'll probably come up with a couple offers that are just going to be in the body of the email to give you an idea what those kind of different things are going to be. And I am going to also include a document that's called a cost to sell sheet. And what that is, Joyce, is that's gonna come up with your asking price. That's gonna figure in that 3 plus 1% of what you would actually profit if you sold it through a realtor.
Understood. We're not, just to be, I appreciate you being transparent with me, but I'll be transparent with you. We will not have a selling. We already went down that route and we drew almost immediately because we weren't happy with their services.
Here.
And so that's not a route that we're going to go down. We've offered a buyer's agent commission if a seller wants to bring a buyer, but besides that, that's not really the world that we're playing in.
Well, and the only reason that I would put that over to you is just when I put a offer to purchase it, I want you to have something to compare it to that if you did list it, what you would typically get. I'm anti-realtor broker too, believe me.
Not so much. Haven't had great experiences, so that's not of interest.
I haven't either. However, I want to give you guys a couple options to kind of pick and choose from. So is that fair?
Absolutely. We'll look for your email.
All right, great. Thank you. And let's follow up. I'll get you that email over today. Would talking in the AM tomorrow be too soon?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to?
Why don't you let me reply to your email once I've looked at it. We'll set the time tomorrow.
Perfect. Great.
All right. Thank you so much for the call. I appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Joyce.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye now. All right, guys. That call, I actually did pause it because as I'm doing this call right here, do you see how I was able to get some info from her, talk to her on the house, get a pretty good understanding of um, what is owed on it, why are they selling. A thing that I was able to do, just to kind of give you an idea over here, is I began, when I was first calling her, I was filling out all of this info up here, okay? And then I jumped down to the bottom over here where I began asking her about the house. And then that part there, I was just kind of quiet, and I was able to just kind of jot down info. And then I jumped up here, and then I asked her, why are you able to sell? In fact, she kind of told me. And then I jumped back up, got the asking price. Then, so I asked the question, hey, do you own the house free and clear, or do you have a mortgage on it? And she told me they have a mortgage on it. And the point that I asked this kind of towards the end was because I had a rapport built up with her. Here is the thing. Once you have the asking price and what they owe on it, okay, you have to pick between these three columns right here which question to ask. Do you understand?
Yep.
Okay, if the house has a mortgage on it, so I asked her if we can agree on a price and accept all responsibility of future repairs, would you consider a lease purchase? Because she told me yes, okay, this evening, boom. That there is a lead that you're going to upload, okay?
Yeah.
That's it. All right, and then I am going to do things that I would follow back up with them. And I had some of that conversation while I was on this call, because I'm going to have to call her back and go, well, hey, that was actually me. So do you understand that?
Yeah.
So once you get a person to tell you yes right here, that's a very good lead to be able to upload. Okay? Or if a person has a motivation up here of 7 or above. Okay? All right. So let's keep going. Do you have any questions on that?
How should I submit the leads?
Work with SPS.com. What is your user ID?
I haven't made one yet.
I told you to do this the other day. You have one because you've been on here. Right? Your user ID is 68294. So here, 68294. So you go right here. All right. So what we are going to do right here is, because I'm doing this on your behalf right here, okay? Joyce and Mike. Their phone number is 321-228-9330. Okay? I got her email of Joyce at the Imagination. That'd be Orange County, Florida, single family. Property address. So do you see that as you are talking with them, you're getting down info because you have to upload that info into here. Okay, so 3 beds, 3.5 bath, square footage 2812. So I got that down. It was built in 1945. Occupied 709. Okay, loan balance. So as you enter a lot of this info right here, it is very good because you can upload photos, okay? No repairs needed. And what do you think their reason for selling was?
What I would have thought their reason of selling was, or what their actual reason of selling was.
What their reason of selling is? I want you to take these phone calls and then put the info up of what is their situation.
Their reason for selling was because, well, their daughter is their daughter is like out of the house and they don't need space.
They also work out of town a lot and are downsizing. Okay. And then down here you put for sale by owner.com. Okay. You just uploaded your first lead.
Awesome.
Okay. How you check on that, Joe, is you come up here to property status. Okay. And then it tells you that this is going to be new. Okay. Every time we update that property status, okay. So I'm going to go over here, and this is a back office for me. Okay. So I'm going to go to grab her email. Oh, crap. And then I'm going to send her an email. Okay. So I'm going to put 730 Florida Street. Twice. All right. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to make an offer via email. Okay. And then a thing that I do is you're going to see that all this here, this first paragraph and all this is going to be typical. But 3.1, I'm going to put Brandon spoke to Joyce and sent offer via email to purchase for cash or lease purchase. Follow up on Sunday a.m. Great lead. Okay.
Today's the first. Today's the 29th.
There's no 29 February. Okay. Now, do you have your phone on you? Check your email.
I'm probably going to have to make it.
Why?
Every time I try to pull up my email, it says no mail, or it says can I get your mail?
Okay. Well, let's go over to your account over here. Okay. You would get an email. Okay. And then, do you see how this has changed to offer?
Yeah.
Okay. So offer down here, we have made an offer on this property. So as you input a whole bunch of these leads, that's what you were going to be looking for. Okay. Is that update. All right. So do you understand?
Yeah.
One out of one. Couldn't get it much better than that. All right, so let's call. So let's call this one. All right. So was this a pretty good lead?
Yeah, it is.
So was that hard? Do you think with a little bit of practice and commitment, so that'd be hard to duplicate?
Nope.
Here's the thing. So you're asking questions. So did you hear how?
This is Natalie.
Hi there. I was actually calling on the house for sale in downtown Orlando.
Yeah, are you a realtor or are you looking for a house?
I am actually calling on behalf of a buyer that is able to buy typically 3 to 5 houses each week, and he's looking in the Orlando area. He works with the different hedge funds in the area, and I was calling to ask you a couple questions on the house. Is this a good time to talk?
Yeah, I'm checking out somewhere, but
Do you?
it's a 3.5.
Okay.
And it was built in 1924.
Okay.
And it's listed at 565.
Okay.
And I get access to the MLS because it's an expired listing. So all the square footage, all that info is in the MLS. You have access to it.
Well, we are not a realtor. However, I could probably pull it up online. In fact, I did find it on for sale by owner.
Nobody else. Yeah, that's what I was going to send you that link. So if you have that link.
Yeah, I do have that. I just wanted to kind of touch base and find out if the house had any type of things that had to be fixed on it. But if I caught you at a bad time, could I call you back in 10 or 15 minutes?
I can answer that question pretty quickly. No, nothing. The only thing that is outdated is the kitchen. But in terms of maintenance, it's been historically renovated by a historic renovation company. It sounds like it's not it's not an investment house in terms of a flip, because it's already been updated and hence the price.
I'll tell you that this particular buyer is different than most. He sets up houses for disabled and elderly people, so he isn't always looking for the ugly type of house.
Yeah. No, it's totally updated, renovated, it has new electrical plumbing, ductwork, AC units, new roof, exterior painted, and it does have
Okay. Um, well, how did you come up with the asking price of the 565?
We did what we paid in, basically.
Okay. So you figured what you guys bought it for and are just asking for that?
We paid for it, and what we put into it, and
So I can definitely appreciate that. When did you guys buy it?
2007.
So you bought it at the peak of the market, huh?
No, it actually come down.
Okay.
It actually already started to come down. Where'd she go? I'm walking out the door 1 second. What's that for you? And that's for Taylene. Yes, thank you. Oh wait, this is for you, for my blow dry, my wash. Thanks. See you soon. You too. Put it in the computer and come back. My name.
Huh?
Thank you. I'm telling my house. Trying to. Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I was checking out somewhere and I thought it would take like a second and then it kept getting dragged on. So yeah, we bought it. Well, market was already coming down. It had been on the market for a long time before we had bought it.
Okay.
It's so yeah, it was 1924. It's really updated in terms of all of the bricks and mortar. It
But you are saying that the kitchen is outdated?
what?
You were saying that the kitchen is outdated?
Yeah, it's outdated, but I mean, in terms of the like the bricks and mortar of the historic pieces, because of electrical, plumbing, plaster ceiling, plaster walls, board ceiling, okay, everything's been fixed, repaired, and made like new. Does that make sense?
Yes. The house was built in 1924. When did they do the
98 is when they did most of that.
restoration?
Yeah,
1998.
and the roof is 2005.
Okay.
The exterior paint is in 2012.
And what do you think you would say is your guys' reason for selling?
Just done 4 bedrooms. We have a bunch of kids probably, just family bought it.
Which, that is good.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids. In fact, I understand your pain.
Like we were 3 bedrooms, we didn't have any kids who bought it, and now we're like, oh, it's time to go.
Do you guys own the house free and clear, or do you have a mortgage on it?
We have a mortgage.
Ballpark about how much?
I think we bought the house for 540.
Yeah, I see 541. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we bought it for 541.
How much do you guys owe on it today? I mean, is it similar?
No idea. It's my husband's apartment.
Okay.
I do not know. I don't even know how much you put down on it. Honestly.
What is your husband's name?
Rob.
Rob. Okay. Well, do you think that you and Rob would consider if we could agree on a price and take care of all of the responsibilities of upcoming repairs and all of that kitchen updating? Would you and him consider a lease purchase on it?
No, I stopped for that.
Should I?
That we did not. It's kind of like renting, though, right?
A lease purchase is kind of a hybrid in between selling your home and renting. one of the biggest benefits on it is that sellers are able to often get their price compared to if they are going to require all cash. Typically, cash offers are going to be less than what they were hoping to sell it for. And then it kind of puts you in a kind of interesting type of situation. A thing that is able to happen today here is that because banks aren't able to lend, there's a huge population of people that are looking for houses that they can get. They can't qualify today. However, if they had 2, 3, 5 years, they don't have any problem paying you full price. And how about if I get your email address and set up a time for the guy that I work for to give you a call back? When do you think would be a good time that he could call to talk to both you and Rob?
Yeah, maybe just he actually will not ever probably touch my husband on the phone.
Okay.
My husband is not really, in our last house, he has a title company and a law firm. Not that he's more busy than anybody else, but I think that he's extremely difficult. That's the reason my number's on the phone, on the sign. But at least give me my email. Just have him email me.
Okay.
My email is Natalie, Natalie.
Yep.
And the last name is Sirianni, Sirianni.
Okay.
At AOL.com. The only thing is, I don't think that my husband's going to. I mean, he wants to sell it, like he wants to just be done. He will not carry 2 mortgages, which means I won't be able to get another mortgage. Not because he is, afraid of debt or he doesn't want, he'd rather have to do another personal houses.
Well, I'm positive that he's fine with putting in a conventional purchase offer. However, the conventional purchase offer is going to be drastically less. Do you have any idea what your guys' bottom line cash price is for it?
I don't know. People ask that question all the time. I'm like, well, do you want to make an offer? That's why it's hard to say. I would probably say you wouldn't go below 540 if I had to guess.
Okay. So,
I'm thinking, like, if there was a realtor involved, probably more. But if there's no commission on either end, I would say probably go 540.
well,
And I think that it seems like everyone says, oh, it's overpriced, and people that walk and say, oh, it's really unique. So it's super unique home that you really don't find in a town like Orlando. You probably find these down in the houses down here are ranch houses.
right. Mm-hmm.
Or new construction. So I think that's our life a little bit different. And so we do that. We bought it like, well, we're going to have to find a similar color. Somebody that wants an old historic home that has lots of charm and really neat touches like wood ceilings. It has a top belly stove pipe. And pretty cool.
Well,
you're going to wait longer though to find that.
right. How about if I send you guys over just a quick comparison tool that if you guys were to put it up on the MLS with a broker, how much you guys would net? And to just give you an idea, if you were able to list it for $565 and so after the cost of realtor fees, buyer's discount, closing costs, and all of that, plus your holding costs of any of those mortgage payments, I understand that your husband's able to handle that. But if you just figure $1,500 each month for 6 months, it would typically be able to net you guys only like $474. Now, granted, our cash price isn't going to be that low. However, it's going to have to be better than $540. So, do you think it'd be good for us to talk further, or do you think you guys are just set on that price?
Email, I'll shoot it to him because
Okay.
So I can send it to me, and I'll give it to him. He'll read it 1 second and go, oh, no. And we'll go, oh, maybe.
His
So,
since he is a attorney, he's got the absolute perfect last name for it.
Sirianni?
Isn't that it always seems like all attorneys' last names are different, are different, and they are going to typically be hard to say.
Yeah, well, compared to what my maiden name was, it's very easy.
Okay.
I was like, oh, Sirianni, that's so hard. I said, oh, with Mac.
Wow.
So this is an upgrade name for me.
Well, good for you.
In terms of pronunciation.
Um,
Yeah, send me an email, NatalieSirianni@AOL.com, and then I'll shoot it to him. And then your information will be in the email, or I can respond to you and let you know what he says.
yes. I will give you a couple different offers on it, and then we will follow up from there.
Okay, cool. Tell me your first and last name again.
Brandon, and it is SCHWAB. So I will get that over. You'll have it in about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay.
Cool. Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you very much. And
Sorry to know a lot of the details, but
so I understand.
I take care of the kids and he does everything else, except for sell the house. He did not want to do, so he's taking them away. Luckily. Just kidding.
Well, I think if he owns a business doing title and a law firm, he's probably pretty busy. But
now, he's a partner. I told him, get a partner. You have more time.
bingo, there you go.
There you go. Thanks so much for calling.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Your email. Bye.
So, do you think she was open to doing a lease purchase or not? How
I
do
think she
you
was.
how do you think that call went?
I think that call would go into a successive lead.
Okay. Well, I think so too. I think that could be a winner. However, she's not the deciding factor here. Who is it? Her husband.
Yep.
Her husband's the one that we wanted to be talking to. All right. Let's do one more call real quick here. And a thing that I'm going to point out here, guys, is it's Saturday. That's why you just had two people. Dude, wake up.
Tired.
Okay. Well, so you're not going to be any good if you're falling asleep on the phone. All right, so let's call one more. All right, so asking price is firm. All right, well, I love those. Okay, here is why you don't need to fill out all this stuff in between. Okay, because you're just wasting time. Because you can fill it out as the phone's ringing. Good afternoon. I was calling on the house for sale. I can be reached at 815-790-2330. Thank you. Okay. Did not say. All right. So, are you going to get people's voicemails?
Yep.
Hello?
Hi. I was calling on the house for sale.
Yes.
Did I catch you at a good time to talk?
You can talk. Is it, are you a realtor, are you an investor, or are you end buyer?
I work for a guy that buys houses in the Orlando area. He buys
So you
three.
work for an investor. I mean, you're investor, right? I mean,
Yes, he buys houses for his own portfolio.
okay. Here's the problem. I've gone through some of those cases, and some of them have put an offer that were much below the market, and all that stuff. So, I'm pretty sure you do your research. Why don't you do this? You called on my cell phone. I can text you my email address. Send me an offer, and send me an offer that's based on your research. If I like that offer, I'll think about it, and I'll think about it. If not, then I have a couple of people who have already called about that.
Here is the thing. I am asked to call on this house to get a couple questions answered. He's definitely different than the other investors in the area because he'll give you 2 or 3 offers. However,
I have 2 emails at least. Sorry to interrupt you there. I have 2 emails with exactly 3 offers that you're talking about. I have those emails from somebody, and I looked at them. They were identical, a little bit here and there. And of course, I know the next question you're going to ask me is, how much is your mortgage, and how much is your debt, how much is your monthly payment. So let's just say you make me an offer based on your research, whatever research you did. I'm not going to disclose my financial thing, how much mortgage I have, and I'm not going to disclose that to a stranger. So just send me, if you would like, send me an offer based on your thing. And of course, this is just an offer. It is nothing. If I like those 3 options, I will tell you. Let's discuss. If not, then you have a beautiful Saturday. I have a beautiful Saturday.
all right, great. And I am calling on a office phone here. However, I do see your email on your for sale by owner site, and I'll tell him that you want just to have offers put in. All right?
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right. What do you think of that one?
So by that call, what does he refer to by his offers being put in?
He wants offers sent to him via email. Someone else has probably called him. Let me see if I got this property in. He wants us to just put in offers. So in that particular case here, he didn't share anything really on the house. So that would not be a very good lead.
Alright, motivated seller.
Yeah. So I put him for a motivation of 0 to 1. Okay. However, because he wants you to put in a offer, okay, you may want to upload that, okay. He's asking 338, okay. What I would do is I would take his address, go over here to Zillow, type this in, and find out what the comps are in the area. Look, the comps in this area are like 320,000, which that's so here on this part that is going to say your comps right here. Come over here. I don't. So put 320,000 for Zillow. Okay, so he's over $18,000. Okay, so whatever. I would just put that as that. I probably wouldn't doubt it if we've contacted this guy already. And here is the thing, guys. Is there a chance that you're going to call people that we have called before? Absolutely. Okay, and I want you to understand that that's important to ask that because it's very critical that you tell them that we are very serious on buying their house, and as long as the house is listed, we are going to continue to call on it. So I only have about 3 minutes here left before I'm going to stop this video recording. Do you have any questions?
I do not.
So you don't have any? So you could pick the phone up and do this all yourself without me being here?
Well, I don't have any questions in mind right now.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to probably turn off this video and then be able to upload this to our website. If anybody has any questions on this, my direct email is going to be Brandon@schwabpropertysolutions.com. I'm happy to take your questions via email and let me know. All right, take care. God bless. What did you jot down there?
My user ID for voicemails. Kind of just put down like Bolton was calling about a house for sale. Did I catch you at a good time to talk? I think so.
So did you see that in the welcome packet?
Yeah, I did.
Good.